it's lawn care season and we're getting after it. And I've got some patchy spots in the front yard because last year an armadillo ran through my yard like the Mongol hordes. And what they do is they dig for these grubs. They pillaged it. I mean, she, I don't know, very voracious eater, just dominated. And it basically took all of the foundation that my yard had, just tore it out. And then the weeds filled in the spots because they're evolutionarily just better at reproducing than Bermuda grass, apparently. But that armadillo, you know, he did some damage. So I'm gonna try and patch it up and explain to you a little bit about how I'm gonna do that. Is I'm going to, well, what I've done so far, I didn't film it, but I raked up the dirt spots. I threw down some Bermuda seed, which may or may not work. Then I'm gonna put a little potting soil over it and try and keep it watered and just see what happens, really. But we're, right now I'm gonna show you, I think the armadillo's back. I saw 2 pot marks, what you might, like a ball mark when you're playing golf on a good green, your ball dives down in there. That's kind of what it looks like, right in the front yard. And I was hoping he wouldn't come so early in the season so that I could put down my grub X to prevent the later season hatching of these things. Now, what a grub is it's a white worm, okay? It's fat. It's a short, fat white worm. Maybe I can put in a picture right here. And it's, I don't really know. I mean, you know, they feed on things in the ground. Probably bad to have them in general, but they eat, and the armadillo can smell these things, I guess. I have no idea. I mean, it's like one of those pigs after the truffles in France. This sucker lives down the street. I think he's like down the block. I have no idea, but tried to catch him on video last year and was unsuccessful. And I found 2 marks in the front yard. And if he comes back, I'm just gonna sit out there all night and wait for him. I don't know what's gonna happen if I find him. Okay, let's go do the work though, and see if I can show you these pot marks. Okay guys, this is what we're putting down. We're putting that down over a raked up portion. The small portion of the yard. My yard's not that big, okay? It's just really not. That's where we're gonna throw down, and I'm just gonna rake it over. I've already got the Bermuda seed on there. The wind's blowing very loud, and, or no, the wind's blowing pretty hard up front, and I've got this thing on my neck because I got a little sun yesterday, and it's pandemic time, so I'm gonna try and protect my neck today. I tell you what, this armadillo thing's got me down because I thought I was gonna have a good run at it, because I don't even know how there could be any grubs left after what he ate in my yard last year. But I found 2 yesterday in the back, right behind that fence right back there, whenever I was trying to get some weeds out of that area. I found 2 grub worms. And what happened is the grass starts coming up like carpet because they're eating all the crap underneath there, and it just destabilizes everything. Okay. Now, I do have some grub X over here. All right, you see this? That's grub X. That's prevention. That's grub killer within 24 hours. I might put that stuff on there and just try and kill whatever's out there so this guy doesn't come back. I can't have it. Let's get after it. There's potentially one right there. That would be very shallow. But as you see right here, look at that. I'm not sure the camera conveys the depth, but you can see that it's a little mark. And right there, also a little bit of mark, another one. And you can really just see where where the armadillo has dug through to break the ground. And much like my 6-year-old was screaming earlier today, why me? Why me? Why me, God? So I think I'm gonna put that grub X out now and try and kill these grubs within 24 hours. All right, I've got my grub killer plus this stuff. The armadillo sighting has definitely reduced morale on the lawn care team, but we're here to make it work. Let's get after it. Okay, I'm gonna be mixing up the Grub X Killer Plus 24-hour killing stuff for the grubs. And I've got about 1,400 square feet of the area I'm going for, but I'm not gonna spray it all. So I'm gonna go down to about 1,000 square feet because this bag says 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. I've got this Scott's Whiz thing, and I can never find the proper setting, so I just put it on like 3.5 because that's about average or something, I don't know. So let's get 2 pounds in there. Tear. £2. 2 pounds in there. We're going to apply it generously to where these grubs are, and I'm going to water it in. Apply when they first appear. Yeah, see, it says right here, you can roll it back like a carpet to reveal the grubs. It's so true. Oh, man. It says, do not apply with handheld or chest-mounted spreader. Whoops. Why? Wants one of those push spreaders, I guess. Why? Water grass as soon as possible after application to move product to root zone where insects feed. Water thoroughly within 24 hours after applying. Do not mow until they're watered in. We just mowed yesterday. Good stuff. Do not apply with handheld spreader. That's all I got, okay? Yeah. And why can't I apply it with a handheld spreader? You tell me. You know? Don't do this at home then, okay? Because it's against the rules on the bag. We got these guys power washing over here. Here we go. Safety tip. Wear gloves. Don't wear flip-flops while you do that. Probably want to wear pants and socks. And obviously don't get in your mouth and eyes. But what else was it? I guess don't use a hand spreader, okay? Yeah. All right. So impromptu grub killer applied. We patched part of the. We're trying to get some Bermuda to grow in that patchy area. We put down some seed. At first we raked it, put down a little seed, and then we put some potting, like some garden soil over that to give it some nutrients. We're gonna try and keep it watered. Okay. All right. Well, just lawn season started. Here we go. Oh, I also wanted to say that I'm going to let that stuff sit out there and I'm going to water it in tonight because the wind is just blowing so hard in the front yard right now that I think the water might just blow away. But either that or maybe I'll run a cycle in the morning, but probably both. We'll see. We just want to get it watered in so we can get this stuff down to the roots Those armadillos come out at night, so I'll probably do it in the evening. All right, thanks.